Anything Cricket is brought to you by Rascals Barbados and Omega Pest Control Limited. Welcome to Anything Cricket, Let's Talk. We're broadcasting from the studios of the Caribbean Media Corporation, Bridgetown, Barbados. Today, we've got an exciting package for you. The usual panelists will be here, but we've also got a very special guest who'll be chatting with Martin Parris. I understand that Ayana is upset about something. So difficult to please that young lady. But we'll see what we can do about it. So, don't go away, sit down, enjoy. When we come back on Anything Cricket, let's talk. Rascals Barbados. Let us serve you in a relaxed atmosphere with complimentary Wi-Fi or try a takeout meal. Rascals on the Mighty Grinder Highway. Call 538-9990.
And it's my special pleasure to welcome Dr. Anthony McCaskie.
How you doing, Martin? Pleased to be here.
Welcome to Anything Cricket, Let's Talk.
Wonderful.
Hopefully, and I have to get this off my chest first, talking about West Indies cricket and the standard of play won't be like pulling teeth.
Oh dear.
We just finished the test match. I'm not sure what's wrong with Ayana regarding that. However, what was your observation of the West Indies performance, or lack thereof, in the just concluded test and series against India?
Well, it played out as the ratings were prior. You had a premier team playing against a low-ranking team, West Indies, at 8 and 9, and the results reflected that, Martin. There were no surprises. So what can I say? What we need to do is focus on how to solve some of the problems. That's the only way I can see it from here, Martin.
What did you think about it, Ayana?
I was quite upset that the only cricket I had to watch Sunday was West Indies. I mean, I was hoping that it would have gone into the next day, but I think that we point too many fingers at individuals, and we really need to delve into a lot of these systemic plans that we do not have in place. So I'll get into that in my What's Wrong though, so I just gave you a hint.
Okay. Doc, the scenario where, despite losing to India, we weren't entirely outplayed all sessions or all periods of the game. As the captain, Jason Holder, said, it was a matter of being consistent for all of the match versus just a few sessions.
Martin, I think you're very optimistic in your review. Outplayed, Martin, when a team has to be asked to save a game, to attempt to win a game, 460 odd plus runs, as we had to in that situation in the last game, that is indication that you're outplayed. When that same Indian team had the opportunity to declare and beat you in 3 days, they only toyed with us and made the beating or the separation, for want of a better word, prolonged it to 4 days. So I'm not as optimistic in my review as you have been, or Jason Holder.
Stats don't lie, statisticians may. We had them 3 for spit on more than one occasion, including taking the venerable Virat Kohli cheaply. Correct, Ayana?
Yes.
That's the points that I'm observing, and I'm sure you would agree with me, Doc, that that's a malaise that not only West Indies, not only India, but also Australia and England, the top 3 in these test sides don't seem to be able to cement and establish that platform that traditionally test teams did.
Yes, Martin. Martin, I would like to, because I'm about solutions, all right? And if you have this tendency and this notion to play white ball cricket, it's going to hamper batsmen more so than any other aspect of the game. A batsman, as you well can appreciate, needs to spend time in the middle, and if you're going to have this microwave cricket, where everything's rushed and everything has to be instant, and you have to have instant satisfaction, instant results, it's going to lend itself to the world. So you say that the bowlers, well, West Indies had India 3 wickets down. Well, that's not a surprise, because West Indies will perform in fits and starts, because that's the background of the cricket that's being played. It's being played in fits and starts, 20-20 overs, 20-20 cricket, as opposed to sustained pressure. Sustained pressure can only happen if you're playing 4-day cricket and 5-day cricket. Now, I'm going to say this point as well, because I was reading on the internet not too long ago, where there is a genuine case to reduce 5-day test cricket to 4 days. Why? Because the results are being, the results are coming in at 3 days and 4 days, hardly ever extending into the 5th day. If it is going into the 5th day, it's because of rain interruption. All right. So Martin, as you've rightfully pointed out, batsmen 1 to 3 across the world are having this problem. England, India, when India was playing in England last year, apart from Pujara, Kohli had his well, he overcame his challenges that particular tour, but he had challenges prior. So it is not just a solely West Indian problem, but it's highlighted. It's become more obvious because of the sustained poor results West Indies have had. And like I said earlier, Martin, we got to be interested in looking for solutions rather than pointing out what is the problem. Because the only way we're going to solve these things is if we look inwardly at ourselves, inwardly look at what we're doing wrong, and come to some solutions.
He says add water and stir is what's spoiling West Indies cricket. Ayana, any positives you could scrape out? I mean, I'm just being the devil's advocate.
Well, honestly, I am really impressed with the work that Kemar Roach has displayed. I remember when he picked up the injury in Australia, and I think that he kind of hit a low, and after that he understood the urgency to come back and work hard, and we're now seeing it in his performance, and he is one person that I'm really pleased to see. Jason Holder continues to do well at the test level. So that is probably the 2 positives that I could come up with. I have a question for the doctor though.
Go right ahead.
How would you rate the fast bowlers in world cricket right now?
You mean our fast bowlers?
No, all fast bowlers. Because I realize that they've been getting into those top 3 batsmen with the new ball.
I'll answer it, well, I'll answer directly first. Fast bowlers the world round are doing the analysis of batsmen, they're doing the analysis of, they're really thinking about their cricket, they're really improving their skill set, and they seem to be able to communicate with one another, which was something that used to happen. The best of the fast bowlers used to pass on knowledge, like Malcolm Marshall would pass on, sorry, it was the other way around. Dennis Lilly used to pass on knowledge to fellow fast bowlers, regardless of whether you are Australian, West Indian, well, not just because you are in that echelon, they will pass on information.
So it actually was a fast bowlers club.
Well, loosely, Martin, you didn't have to play subs.
Keep going.
But the point is that they used to pass on their knowledge. Now, I don't know whether, and I want to talk about Kemar Roach, I don't know whether we are in the club anymore, all right? I don't know whether the other fast bowlers, the Australians or whomever, the English, want to pass on any information to the West Indies. I don't know if that's the case, all right? But I would say the level of fast bowling has increased. The platform has increased because there are a greater number of fast bowlers. You didn't ever hear of fast bowlers coming out of India for a start. In the 80s, you had medium pacers who just took the shine off, and on come the spinners, all right? But to have 3, 4 fast bowlers coming out of India, it's unheard of, and they're quality fast bowlers. They are, my passion is for cricket, but I'm talking about fast bowling because you've hit on something that is very important to the success of West Indies cricket. That is where the heart and soul of our success has been. You have a great fast bowling unit, and in the heyday you used to say, we get bowl out for 10, we can bowl out the opposition for 9. All right, that was the nature of our engine room. And I'm going to say this, Martin, as well. You take away Dennis Waith, and many modern day audience may not know of Dennis Waith, but Dennis Waith was West Indies physiotherapist, and he was a throwback from World Series cricket. Kerry Packer said, this West Indian outfit, as entertaining as they are not professional. Let me give you some assistance here. And he brought in Australian rules football Dennis Waith. And Dennis Waith had a conveyor belt aided our conveyor belt of fast bowlers, to the point that you hardly heard any of them breaking down. Hardly any. And the moment we unhinged him from West Indies cricket, that was the beginning of our demise as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm going to get you to wait. And of course, when we come back from the break, you got to talk about the rising star in world fast bowling, Jofra Archer, after the break.
Don't let annoying pests bug you. Lick them for 6. Omega Pest Control is the perfect solution. We are experts in termite and pest eradication, specialized mosquito treatments, foundation, residential, commercial, and industrial treatments. Call us day or night, or visit us at our office located at Fieldside Drive, Long Gap, St. Michael. Omega Pest Control. Call 425-5954, 231-6526, or email us at opcl@caribsurf.com.
Welcome back. Your homework is to go and look up the meaning of the word prophylaxis. Dennis McCaskie,
Martin.
we were talking about fast bowling.
Yes.
And the fact that fit first and anything else will fall into play. And of course, one of those people will be the hot button topic, Jofra Archer.
Jofra Archer, man, what a sensation, Martin. What a sensation. That's all I can say. This young man practically lived in our home, and he's very good friends with Zachary, our son. Both of them played cricket at at Foundation School. And when I met Jofra, he was a leg break bowler and occasionally opened the batting. He and Zachary were openers. To see him zoom in a matter of, 60 seconds, not to 60 in 10 seconds, is amazing. Just the astronomical elevation this young man has obtained.
With a degree of efficiency that looks effortless, and you can't really tell when he's going to put in that man ball, as they say.
Well, Martin, he did tweet very facetiously a few years back, batsmen need to walk with 2 helmets.
That was more prophetic than facetious.
He had plans.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, I don't know. I mean, it's easier to, when you hit a man, he's out more than just one for that one innings, as Steve Smith can attest to. He was out for the following couple of innings. So it's part of a fast bowler's arsenal. It's part of the game. It's played within the laws of the game. So I see no reason why there should be any hue and cry. My son is an opening batsman. He will face fast bowlers. He has faced fast bowlers. So you go into the game knowing that there's a potential life threat, is the point that I'm getting. And it's not a game for the faint-hearted.
Well, your profession allows for some reconstruction if they don't wear the appropriate 2 helmets or such. But Ayana, you can't just have a one swallow to make the summer. Consistency as a fast bowler, not just 1 or 2 good innings.
One thing I'm impressed with a lot of the fast bowlers on the world scene from Australia, India, England, is that they are conditioned, because they play the majority of the cricket and they're conditioned to be fit throughout, or they have a strong bench, so they know how to rotate the bowlers from match to match, series to series. Whereas in the West Indies, we don't have a strong bench, so we generally have to play the same players all the time. And furthermore, we don't play as much cricket as those teams. So I don't really see how we will really get to that height of the other fast bowlers in the world.
As Doc has his final point, I'm going to tell you something else.
I just want to follow up on what Ayana just introduced there. Martin, it is so saddening that a West Indian batsman can leave the Caribbean and go to New Zealand on his debut and get licked down by a bouncer. I mean, Sunil Ambrose. That's unheard of. I mean, come on, man. A batsman should, by his training, by his experience, be able to negotiate, navigate, lick way, whatever you wish to call it. So what are we producing, is my point. When our opponents who are under our feet can turn the tables on us.
Something to think about, and of course, to guide and mold all of those, whatever squad is selected, will be a captain like Jason Holder. And I'm sure our namesake is going to have an analysis of sorts of Jason Holder in the previous Test series and the other matches against India when we come back.
Rascals Barbados. Let us serve you in a relaxed atmosphere with complimentary Wi-Fi, or try a takeout meal. Rascals on the Mighty Griner Highway. Call 538-9990.
We are back on Anything Cricket, Let's Talk. And in this segment, the topic of Jason Holder, West Indies captain, continues to grow in stature on the world stage, particularly in Test cricket. But by comparison, not quite the same results, not quite the same success when it comes to the one-day international format of the game. And today we have Ayana, who is going to supply us with some figures that illustrate this contrast of Jason Holder's success, and be asked the question, why is it that Jason Holder does as well as he does in Test cricket and not quite so well in the ODIs? Ayana?
When I heard that Jason was the number 4, well, he moved to number 4 in the Test bowling rankings, I had to go and do some research. And I noticed that his bowling in Test cricket, he averages 27 with 6 5-wicket hauls won 10 wickets in the match, 101 wickets from 68 innings.
That's what we should actually
Congratulated him
on reaching that milestone of 100 wickets during the second test of the recently concluded series with India, yes?
Yep. And his batting, he has 1,887 runs, averaging 33.11 with 8 50s and 300s with the 202 not out.
And it's also worth pointing out, he's the #1 ranked all-rounder in Test cricket.
In Test cricket as well, correct. And in the one-day version of the game, he averages 26 50 back with 9 50s, a top score of 99, 1,771 runs from 86 innings. Bowling, he averages 35 with 130 wickets, having 6 4 wickets in innings and 2 5 wickets. So I would like you to tell me what you think about these statistics.
We also have to remember that he's the captain in both formats of the West Indies. And I will advance the theory. In Test cricket, we have the varying conditions, especially as far as bowling is concerned. Let's put it there. We have the varying conditions of Test cricket. Wickets change, the nature of the surfaces change from day 1 to day 5. And I found that Jason Holder has been excellent at exploiting helpful conditions. Wherever the conditions are helpful, Jason Holder, because of his consistent control of length and line and being able to put the ball in what is commonly now called the right areas. He has done very well with the ball. Let's look at his record at Kensington. We also look at his record at the Sabina Park, where the pitches are generally helpful to the faster bowlers. Jason Holder has done very well. With his batting, I think very much underutilized. I believe Jason Holder is a good enough batsman in any form of cricket to be slotting in anyway in the first 6 in a batting lineup. And the record will show that Jason Holder over the last couple of years, couple of calendar years, has been the best, statistics suggest, the best West Indian batsman, even though he's batting in positions that traditionally your better batsmen would not be seen. So that kind of puts it in perspective as far as the Test game is concerned. Again, in the one-day format, we have the conditions are generally not so helpful to bowlers generally, and despite Holder's consistent economical bowling, he has proven not to be as penetrative in the one-day game, and I think that has something to do with the surfaces that he would have to perform on, in contrast to the Test match situation. Doc, I don't know, what are your thoughts on this question?
Wayne, I really don't want to answer the question insofar as I think you've supplied more than enough analysis in that regard. You touched on the aspect of Jason Holder being captain in both formats. Was he not captain in all 3 formats at one point in time? Yeah,
he has captained all 3 formats.
Well, I'm going there for a particular reason. Jason Holder, to my mind, is one of our precious assets. He's very influential. He's very results orientated, as the records would suggest. Why not preserve his longevity? You pulled him out from out of 2020 cricket. You relieved him of captaincy. Why not relieve him of one-day cricket captaincy? He's a fast bowling all-rounder. Thinking of captaincy as well on top of that needed performance, because you want to bring him up. You just indicated that his batting performance suggests that he should bat in the first 6. Well, you put an even greater weight upon him. You made mention of the fact that he's #1. Number 2, Ben Stokes is given liberty and license without the burden of captaincy to perform the way how he has done. He's jumped up several places in test ranking to almost match Jason Holder, to give him some competition. Now, my point is that let's not kill the ghost that laid the golden egg.
When we come back,
Okay.
we will discuss Jason Holder, the captain.
Rascals Barbados. Let us serve you in a relaxed atmosphere with complimentary Wi-Fi or try a takeout meal. Rascals on the Mighty Grinder Highway. Call 538-9990.
And welcome back. And when we took the break, the doc, Dr. McCaskie.
That's okay, Wayne. Anthony is fine.
Oh, yeah, Anthony would have alluded to that question of Jason Holder and the possibility of relieving him of the burden of the captaincy of the one-day international team in the West Indies. I was going to ask you, Ayana, first of all, but do you share the thought that maybe that the captaincy of the ODI team is a burden to Jason Holder?
Dad, I'm a little disappointed in you, and I had to say that because you seem not to have watched my first What's Wrong. This is one of my ranting topics, but Mr. McCaskie, Dr. McCaskie,
Sorry.
I totally share your sentiments about relieving Jason Holder of the ODI captaincy because I love Jason Holder. He is a brilliant cricketer, but I just think that the results show, the performances show that there is something that seems to be bothering him in the white ball format. And I also think that he doesn't even have to worry about making the team because he can easily bat higher and contribute more to the ODI team. And I would really love if other people would share similar sentiments at the higher level in order for us to save him because his workload is pretty heavy. And I also think that if he contributes more, there's also another slot for perhaps another fast bowler.
Before you respond, Anthony, let me ask you, is there anything such as, or do you see the concept of a Jason Holder being a leader of the West Indies one-day international team without being the captain, whereby his skills, because if you relieve him of the captaincy, then he's able to concentrate more on his skills as an all-rounder. And those skills that have taken him to #1 ranking in the test game can be even more effectively used by a West Indies team?
Well, of course, Wayne, I made mention of that. Ben Stokes. You want to have another example? Ian Botham relieved him of captaincy, the burden of captaincy. He was able to perform even better as an all-rounder. All-rounders are special cricketers. You made mention of the deficiency in the batting order, West Indies batting order, and you want to bring Jason Holder up in the batting order to shore up the batting. But you're pulling that man apart, it's so to speak, for want of a better expression. Everywhere there is a defect, a deficiency, you're looking for Jason Holder to plug in a hole. and it's going to wear out that man. He's 27, 28 now. I would like to think that you could use him another 7 years, and you got to use him wisely. And there are too many deficiencies in West Indies cricket to put that burden on one-day cricket, when I consider test cricket to be the creme de la creme.
Well, thank you both very much. More to come on Anything Cricket. Let's talk when we come back.
Don't let annoying pests bug you. Lick them for 6. Omega Pest Control is the perfect solution. We are experts in termite and pest eradication. specialized mosquito treatments, foundation, residential, commercial, and industrial treatments. Call us day or night or visit us at our office located at Fieldside Drive, Long Gaps in Michael. Omega Pest Control. Call 425-5954, 231-6526 or email us at opcl@caribsurf.com. What's Wrong with Ayana is brought to you by the Calvary Institute. For expert tuition, call the Calvary Institute. We offer classes at primary and secondary level. Our adult programs include floral arranging, jewelry making, crochet, knitting, sewing, photography, conversational Spanish, and video editing. Phone 232-2109. The Calvary Institute on Robert Street.
It's me again. Something is wrong. West Indies lost another test series. Or you might want to remind me that we beat England at the beginning of the year. But that was just a one-off. And I've heard persons pointing fingers at the coach. No, we've gone through Otis Gibson, Phil Simmons, Stuart Law, Richard Pybus, and now we are at Floyd Refer, the latest victim. My issue here is the coach is only one person. They come into the Cricket West Indies setup, and they can only work with what they have. The common factor here is the players. And if we don't look at our systems and the first class setup, we will always lose series. We will win one here and win one there, but we will not be consistent. What I think we should do is play more A-team cricket. Maybe we should establish a under-23 team so that guys who play under 19 can transition to the pre-international stage, play more cricket, and be ready when they get to the international level. So don't point fingers at Floyd or Pybus or Stuart Law or Otis. Point fingers at Cricket West Indies, who need to have a good look at their developmental strategies. That's what's wrong with Ayana.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to DA Computer Services and the Caribbean Media Corporation. Join us again soon for another episode of Anything Cricket, Let's Talk.